Ladies and gentlemen, now before we start to practice, we have to pay respect to the Buddha first. Anyhow, you just watching or you can follow me, it doesn't matter. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhaṃ Bhagavantaṃ Abhivādemi Suvakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Saṅkhaṃ Namami Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. First of all, I would like to let you know that please pay attention. Usually, before we start to do anything, it is Thai tradition or Thai culture or it's a Buddhist tradition. This is the garlands of flowers. Usually, every time before we start to teaching, the Lord Buddha is our headmaster. We respect him as our father. So before we start to do anything, we have to pay respect to him first. That is the reason why I have to pay homage to the Buddha first. And then this is what it is. What does it mean? Usually Thai people, before they start to learn meditation, they have to pay respect to the master or the teacher first. But for all of you, maybe it is not necessary for you to do because of you just coming here and you are not understanding what does it mean, why you have to do. I just let you know that this is Thai tradition, Thai culture. Before we start to learn meditation, we have to take this to the master, and the master have to give them the precept first. Maybe you don't understand about the precepts. If I tell you that the precepts, it is a little bit difficult for you to understand what does it mean, precepts. But if I tell you that 5 rules is easy for you to understand. 5 rules or 5 precepts. They are, number 1, no killing. Number 2, no stealing. Number 3, not committing sexual adultery. Number 4, not tell lie. Number 5, no drinking alcoholic. These are 5 precepts or 5 rules. The lay people or lay person like you are should have it, should keep it. You can imagine that if the population of the world take only 5 rules or 5 precepts, this will be peaceful, right? But it is impossible because of this world, many people, many kind of people. The people in this world come from different levels, different positions, different situations. Over here today, you are coming here to learn about Buddhist meditation. Yes or no? This is the reason you're coming here, right? And you would like to know some about, did you read some about the book about Buddhism? You read some? Somebody read the books about Buddhism? Never? You did or you never read? Anyhow, I would like to let you know that the doctrine of the Buddha, there are 84,000 articles, 84,000 main articles, but it is impossible for me to tell you all of them now. I just let you know that the doctrine of the Buddha, there are 84 main articles, but we can summarize only 3. Number 1, you are not doing ill will, or you are not doing bad things. Number 1. And number 2, you have to do the good things or good deed. Number 3, purify your mind. These are summarization of the doctrine of the Buddha. You are coming here, you try to know more about number 3, purify your mind. If I tell you that you are not doing ill will or bad things, you can understand. It's easy for you to understand. What does it mean? For example, like you are not killing, you are not stealing, you are not doing sexual committing adultery, that is bad things. Opposite, if you are not doing that, you are doing good things, right? But purify your mind. You cannot just reading. You have to practice. Only one in the world, that is meditation. So that is the reason all of you coming here to learn more how to clean and clear your mind. Because when you practice meditation, it means you come to clean and clear your mind. Clean and clear your mind from what? From greed, hatred, delusion. I think you understand greed, hatred, delusion, because all of these kill the people. The people kill each other because of this. So, if you can quit or if you can overcome all of this, it means your mind purified. How many kinds of meditation in the Buddhism? There are many, many kinds of techniques in the Buddhist meditation, but we can tell that, we can say that there are only 2 main kinds, Buddhist meditation, only 2 main kinds. Number 1, samatha or tranquility meditation. Number 1, samatha or tranquility meditation. Number 2, vipassana or insight meditation. These are 2 main kinds. Over here, we are teaching vipassana or insight meditation. Even though vipassana or insight meditation, many, many kinds of techniques, but the techniques, what we are teaching here, namely 4 foundations of mindfulness. 4 foundations of mindfulness is the name of the vipassana, what we are teaching here. I will try to explain to you step by step. 4 foundations of mindfulness, it means before you start to practice meditation, you have to try to keep your mind empty, make your mind empty. It means you don't want to thinking of past time. You don't want to thinking of future time. You try to keep your mindfulness of the present moment to moment. I think you understand? You don't want to thinking of past time. It means you don't want to think of what you did before. And you don't want to thinking of what you're going to do tomorrow or after this. Just try to keep your mindfulness of the present moment to moment. All of you, you fix your eyes on me now, right? Because you would like to know, you will pay attention to know what I'm talking, what I'm saying. This moment you try to understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. But if you are not paying attention, if you look around, look at somewhere, you cannot have good concentration. And then you cannot understand what I'm talking about, what I'm saying, right? So please try to pay attention. I try to explain to you about Buddhist meditation clearly. I told you that there are the meditation what we are teaching here, namely 4 foundations of mindfulness. It means, number 1, you have to pay intention and keep your mindfulness on a bodily action. Bodily actions, it means every time when you are standing, you know you are standing. When you are sitting, you know you are sitting. When you are walking or while you are walking, you know you are walking. This is bodily action. And number 2, contemplation of your feelings or sensations. It means while you are sitting meditation, especially like now, or you are sitting cross-legged, someone sideways. But sometimes you feel your legs pain, sometimes you feel your legs numb, sometimes you feel your back pain. So this is sensations. So if any kind of sensations happen to you, you try to note it. Contemplation of your feelings or sensations. Number 3, contemplation of your mind. It means while you are sitting meditation or walking meditation, sometimes you thinking of something, or maybe you're thinking of many things in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. If you are thinking of something or anything, please try to note it. Thinking. And number 4, contemplation of your mind objects. Mind objects, what does it mean? Mind objects, it means we talk about 5 kinds of hindrance. Number 1, sense desires. Desires, many kinds of desires. For example, like you need money, you need a good job, you need good friends, you need a car, you need a house. This is a desires. These are desires. And number 2, anger or angry. Number 3, sleepy, lazy, torpor. Number 4, distracting or distraction. Number 5, doubt. All of these happen to everybody, more or less, but it will be happen to everybody. Male, female, every nationality same. So if all of these happen to you, namely 5 hindrances, if it is happened to you, you just try to note it. And please remember that while you are practice meditation, this kind of technique will show you how to walk, how to sit. You have to know walking meditation and sitting meditation. I will show you first before we start to do. And I will try to explain to you when or while you're walking what you should do, while you are sitting what you should do. I told you that meditation practice, you try to pay attention, try to understand what you are doing. So before you start to practice, you have to try to pay attention and fix your mind inside your body. Please remember that when you are walking or while you're walking, you fix your mind on your feet. Fix your mind on your feet. It means you pay attention. When you are standing, you know you are standing. You say inside your mind, standing, standing, standing 3 times. It means you try to understand you are standing now. And then when you start to walk, every moment you are stepping, you will be aware. Awareness, mindfulness, it is very, very important for meditators. Mindfulness, it means why every step you're stepping, when your foot is lifting like this, lifting, you notice lifting. When your foot drop, raising, you say raising. When your foot is dropping, you say dropping. I will show you again. This is walking meditation. Please remember that while you are walking, you don't want to close your eyes. Keep your eyes open and then walking. But fix your mind on your feet. Every step you are stepping, you be aware. That is walking meditation. And when you are walking, you should cross your hands. Because if you let your hand free, it is difficult to have good concentration. So you should cross your hands and walking normally. When you practice meditation, you try to relax. You don't want to force yourself. You don't want to press yourself. Just try to walk in normally. Remember. And then after you finish walking, you will sitting. Cross leg like this, like that is cross leg. And then you put your hands like this first, and then move your hand by hand, like this. Moving, 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 turning, 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 lowering, touching, moving, 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 turning, turning, lowering, touching, like this. After that, keep your body straight. Straight, because of if your body is not straight, it is difficult when you're breathing. Because of when you are sitting meditation, you have to fix your mind on the abdomen. When you're breathing in, your abdomen is rising, you just note it rising. But when you are breathing out, your abdomen is falling, you just note it falling. But this moment, maybe you are thinking of something. If you're thinking of something, you have to note it suddenly. Note it, thinking, 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 3 times, only 3 times, and then come back to your abdomen. Please remember that while you are sitting meditation, you have to fix your mind on the abdomen only. If you're thinking of something, you note it thinking, thinking, thinking 3 times. If you're hearing something, you note it hearing, 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 and then come back to your abdomen. Try to sit it quietly as long as possible. So after this, we can show you how to walk, how to sit. And please remember that meditation practice anyone can practice anywhere, any day, any time. Remember, anyone can practice anywhere, any day, any time. And maybe you are wondering that what are the purpose of Buddhist meditation? If you practice meditation, what do you get? What do you read? What are the benefits? What are the results of Buddhist meditation? I can tell you that there are 5 purposes of practice meditation. Number 1, purify your mind. Number 2, get rid of sorrows and lamentation. Number 3, get rid of physical and mental suffering. Number 4, understand the truth of life. Number 5, extinguish suffering and attain nirvana. I explain to you step by step. Number 1, purify your mind. What does it mean? It means when you practice meditation, even 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that moment will be purified from greed, hatred, delusion. That means purify your mind. Number 2, get rid of sorrows and lamentation. I think you can understand. Number 3, get rid of physical and mental suffering. Number 4, understand the truth of life. The truth of life, it means when you practice meditation, you can understand yourself that every moment your body is always changed. Everything impermanent is always changed. Even your breathing. You're breathing every moment but never smoothly. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's shallow, for example. So it's always changed. Even your body, you always change. Your hands always change. It's longer and longer every moment, but you don't see that. You cannot see that. Your skin, your face, everything changes all the time. But you don't know. But if you practice meditation, you can see that when you're breathing in, breathing out, it's always changed. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's deep, for example. Number 5, extinguish suffering and attain nirvana. And sometimes you feel you have distraction. If you have distraction, it means you're thinking too much, thinking of many things. You try to catch your thought as soon as possible. If you have doubt, you try to catch your thought and note that doubt. All of these you have to try to understand. Now I give you instruction and explaining to you about 30 minutes already. And then now we start to walk about 15 minutes and then sitting, okay? When you are standing, you keep your legs close together like this. Try to relax. Meditation practice, you don't want to force yourself. You don't want to press yourself. Try to relax. How to do? If you feel you are tired, you are weak, you just breathing deep breathing. About 3 times, you feel that you have more power, more energies. So you said, this moment you say standing. While you say standing, you close your eyes. Standing. Be aware your body is standing. Please remember that mindfulness is very, very important for meditators. So while you are standing, please be mindful. If you have good mindfulness or good consciousness, you can have good concentration. If your concentration, if your consciousness or if your mindfulness is strong, your concentration will be strong. If your concentration is strong, you can sitting longer. But opposite, if your concentration is weak, you cannot sitting for longer because you have strong pain. So this moment I just show you, okay? Standing 3 times, and then you start to walk. Because we are group, so we have to walk on the same legs, same time. When you start with your right leg, when your foot is lifting, step like this. When your foot is lifting, you said lifting, stop for a while, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping, lifting, raising, dropping. You look overhead about 2 meters. You don't want to close your eyes while you are walking, okay? You don't want to close your eyes while you are walking. Open your eyes, but not look around. Remember, not look around. Just try to focus your mindfulness on your feet, but not look at your feet. Look overhead about 2 meters. Because if you look around,